welcome to SportsVision on WTMB. Joe Palo, Mike Cragen, Bear Izzy Cragen.
And Neil Izzy.
And no chocolate chicken and no biscuit anymore. What happened?
No, you quit bringing him.
I got to stay here all day.
I know it.
I can't.
Hey, we got
doing what she was doing back then.
We got a whole lot to show. This is the week that is every year for me. We got the state wrestling championships, team championships, the duels in Clarksville.
Right.
Both teams, well, two teams from Cleveland.
Right.
Cleveland and Bradley both going. We're going to show you how that got set up. We're going to play that out for you. And also rivalry week in basketball, we got Walker Valley, Cleveland. And we got to get going.
What can be better than that?
We got a bunch of stuff going. Let's start out with the rivalry wrestling match preceding the region duels. This is Walker Valley and Bradley wrestled, and of course Bradley doing pretty good what they do, as they always are every year. We're looking at Adam Gordy and along with Logan Biddy. Adam Gordy from Walker Valley, Logan Biddy at 119. Logan Biddy ranked #1 now, and Gordy I think 5th or 6th. Gordy started out ahead in this match. You'll see him scoring some points here, but Biddy will make a comeback, of course, and that's what happens when you're #1. But Gordy wrestled an inspired match. This was probably the match of the night. Opened it up at 119 on the draw, so we got to see this right off the bat. But this is at Walker Valley, and look at Biddy looked like he's going to score, and Gordy turned it into points a couple times there. But Biddy would take over late. He's going to score some back here, and Logan Biddy with a 13-9 win over Adam Gordy right there. So Bradley wins match #1, head to match #2. We're looking at 125. This is Eddie Stiles for Bradley, and he would go ahead and take his match really to the limit right there. He would easily win here. I think we're going to show some back points on a cradle. Stiles, he just finally cracked the top 6 in the state rankings, so Stiles now ranked for Bradley. So this weekend the duels are coming up, and we need every one of these kids to perform top notch. And then, as you see, Stiles getting the pin right there at 125. We move to 130, and this is Trevor Herron for Bradley, and new kid, new face in the lineup this year. He's still an underclassman. They're doing real well. So Bradley taking all the matches at this point against Walker Valley, but as we know, Walker Valley, 3rd-year program under Alan Morris, trying to get better as they go, and they've got a few steps to make before they reach the pinnacle that Bradley is at right now, and they're making some steps. So see a little bit of irritation, a little chippy getting out from underneath right there. But Herron with the pin. Move to 135. This is #1 ranked and returning state champion David Graham. Graham taking it to his opponent from Walker Valley right here. And we're going to be setting up a great match here in a minute down the road here for you. So keep your eye on this. We've got a couple undefeated guys going to hit it here pretty soon. But David Graham easily going to get the win here. Gets a technical fall. I think it's the last 3 right there. Enough to get the 15-point advantage. And now we move to the 135-pound match, or 140-pound match. Dean Pavlou dropped to 140 to take on undefeated Lindsay Aragon of Walker Valley, who was ranked 4th at 140. Pavlou, the #1 ranked 145, and Pavlou, as he does with a lot of guys, will end up being able to out-muscle Aragon. And but just look at the struggle there just to pick up the 2. The 2 isn't scored until he breaks his hands right there. So there's 2 for Bradley there, and then Pavlou's going to get another takedown right here, but Dean Pavlou proven to be just a little too strong for Aragon, and they undefeated to this point. So Aragon's got a great season going, still only has 1 loss. We'll see a great hookup between him and Will Jones as we move on here with the wrestling this weekend. But a lot going on this weekend. This was Bradley's final match. Of course, it's Walker Valley Bradley, so we're putting that on, but the Walker Valley then wrestled Cleveland, and Cleveland won wrestling Bradley to see who would go to state duels. And Cleveland had to wrestle again, so we'll set that up for you as we go. But we're showing you this match here between Pavlou and Aragon, and Pavlou with the win. And he looks about like me when he flexes. Right there is Aguilar. We'll go Aguilar for Bradley, wrestling up at 145 then in this match. And he's taking on Garrett Rao. So Aguilar is going to move up a weight since Pavlou went down to wrestle the undefeated Aragon. 2 undefeateds, Pavlou coming out on top, and Aguilar showing that, hey, he can still go up and do good, as he's going to take on Garrett Rao here at 145 and end up winning that match for Bradley as well. And again, this was the last match of the year for these two going into the regions that started Friday. Cleveland wrestled Walker Valley in the opening match, and Walker Valley made a good showing. It was not decided. As a matter of fact, they actually led by 12 points at one time, undecided until the last couple matches. And then Cleveland took on Bradley and lost, so Cleveland had to go over and wrestle Soddy. We're going to show you what happened there to advance. But right here, we're now looking at 152. Josh Disney is going to get a quick pin, I believe. Now gets gets 3 points there. There's the pin. So another cradle, a couple different cradles, ends up scoring and then pinning with that combination. Now we move to Matt Watson at 160 versus John Gibson of Walker Valley, and Watson pretty much taking it to him right here as he will end up with the victory for Bradley. And Walker Valley program coming on. So Walker Valley still hasn't got a match yet in this particular dual meet we had last Tuesday night. And they're going to win one here as we go along, so we'll show that when we come along. But right now we move on up to the 171. This is Jacob Howard right here wrestling Kevin Lonis, and Jacob Howard will end up a very tight match going on, but he'll end up getting a pin right here as he catches Lonis and is going to turn him to his back. And I believe Howard will get the stick here shortly. Right there it is, long distance stick. And now at 189, probably gets a forfeit. And at 215, pretty good match here. A couple pretty good 215-pounders, Blake Higgins and Isaiah Simpson. And this is close all the way. It's a couple-point match. A little chippy. See a little shoving back and forth, a little bit of looking at them. And I thought this one might break into an actual fight. But Simpson getting the takedown there, and then another one here. So Walker Valley's lone win is going to be from Isaiah Simpson at 215. And Blake Higgins coming out on the short end of that one. So there's Simpson with a hand raised. And we move to heavyweight Cody Epperson versus Dylan Mills. And Epperson's going to come away with the win here. So 13 of 14 for Bradley. And there's Epperson getting some back points as well in this. But it's going to be a big win for the Bears as they end up taking the match. We got to go back around to 103. We started 103 and 112. We started 119. I was thinking we were done there. But this is Ethan Haynes just doing what he's been doing all year long. Number one ranked now at 103 is Ethan. So he's going to make some noise in the state tournament, actually favored to win, just a freshman coming in. And now we move to 112. Kelby McAllister, quick takedown, and he's going to end up getting a pin here as Kelby's taking it to a Walker Valley opponent. Your score between Walker Valley and Bradley was 13 out of 14 matches, 60-3. Wow, sets it up. Sets it up for the weekend. Walker Valley, Bradley, and Cleveland would all participate in the region duels held at Cleveland Middle. And that turned out to be some great action. Walker Valley and Cleveland met early, Cookeville and Bradley. Bradley takes care of Cookeville, no problem. Walker Valley and Cleveland, a tight match. Walker Valley really wrestled well, leading by 12, 13 points, takes it to Cleveland, but Cleveland still wins it, and they face Bradley. We're going to move right to the region final to Bradley and Cleveland. Let's show you what happened right there. This is the region final. The winner goes to state. The second place has to take on the second place in region 4. So this is the opening round match right here for Bradley, and this is Kelby McAllister and Brian Alvarado of Cleveland. And McAllister is normal 112 for Bradley, but Alvarado moved up to take on McAllister as Ethan Haynes, number one at 103. Cleveland thought they might be able to win at 112, but McAllister, having none of that right now, is going to end up getting a takedown at 112, and McAllister gets his 2 right there. It's going to be end up being a decision. About 9-3, McAllister wins. Move to 119, Logan Biddy and Marvin Lopez. This is the freshman Lopez that was really making a lot of noise right now. He'll have a big win here later on, but he's going to get beat right here by Logan Biddy, number one ranked at 119. But Lopez, a tough kid to wrestle, just a freshman. Of course, Biddy just a junior. You'll see Lopez score actually right there and pick up some points, but he would end up getting pinned here by Biddy as the match goes on. But for a couple of periods, kid's got a lot of fight, a lot of promise. Look for him to possibly place this year, and look for him in the future year to become on that top rung of the podium right there. But Biddy, too much for him right here. Biddy's going to end up getting a reversal there and a claw. Now he's going to have the half in pretty deep and kind of cradle him up there, get the stick. And it's a 4:57 into the match, and Biddy with the pin. We move to Eddie Stiles, who has Ben Spires right here, and Stiles with the major last time. Spires able to keep the score at 10-0, but Bradley actually going to do a little better at this, and Stiles going to get a technical fall as the match ends. Stiles again with the cradle, and as we mentioned earlier in the other piece, he's got himself up to a 6th place ranking in the state. So now we move to Eddie. Let's see, we're still on Stiles. Now we're on Heron right here. This is Trevor Heron and Jacob Sewell, and Heron ends up, he's going to get a pin of Jacob Sewell. So again, Bradley well on top. We move to David Graham going against Clay Bunch right here, and Graham is going to get a cradle and a pin. So Bradley going to lead big time. Now, we mentioned Pablo was down to 140, and you see Graham end up getting the pin here on Bunch. Well, he ends up, that matches him up with Bailey Jones and coming up here right after Graham gets the pin. And Jones had just completed a great match with Lindsey Aragon in the Walker Valley Cleveland battle, and that made it, it was a 4-3 decision where Aragon wins by 1. But then he's got state champion 145-pounder here, Dean Pablo, who really, he does this to a lot of guys. Bailey Jones having a great year, but Pablo taking it to him right there. Going to end up getting the stick in the first period. So Bradley has not lost a match to this point. Now, we're going to see the pin here from Pablo of Bradley, and he'll get it right there. So again, Bradley winning the first 5 matches of the evening. Also winning match number 6 here, this is Aguilar with Will Moreland. Now Aguilar's going to come in and get 2 takedowns, be leading 4-0, but this would end up being Cleveland's first win. Bradley had flip-flopped 40 and 45 here, and they're looking it over. Al Miller, sharp as he is, caught a little discrepancy in the weight thing. It was .03. They were light. 135 is the weight class. They weighed 136.7, thinking they were okay. It was an honest mistake by BC, but you have to be over 137 with the 2-pound allowance. Al Miller sharp and caught it, so it forfeit, even though leading 4-0. Aguilar forfeits. We move on to 152. This is a match that Bradley controlled easily last time with Josh Disney getting a major decision. But Travis Leonard's going to switch that around. He's going to come away with a 5-4 decision in a good match. So Leonard gets one back that Cleveland didn't get last time. Matt Watson's going to get Omar Garcia, who's filling in for Harold Gage. Cleveland did not match up Harold Gage, probably because Gage won the first battle between Watson. Close match right there. Wanted to keep the seeding for the individual regions is more than likely the reason why when the match was out of hand. No sense giving up that seeding if you're Gage. 171, Matt Sharp and Jacob Howard, they went to overtime. And this match was a pin last time for Cleveland, but Jacob Howard having a chance to pull this out. But in overtime, Matt Sharp will end up winning it for Cleveland. So 7-6 will be your score on there. And now we move to 189. This is the second match that Cleveland turned around right here. Last time, Chip Norwood going down to defeat for Tucker Bolton, but Norwood winning this one. And Norwood wins 15-7. Then we move to Blake Higgins and Max Ofori. And Blake Higgins won 2-1 the first time around. Well, right here, he's going to win 2-1 the second time around. So we're showing some of the battle right there. But right here, almost a takedown. The buzzer goes off right there, but not control. You see, there's got to be control with the takedown as well. Cleveland kind of thinking maybe they had a takedown at the very end to win it, but didn't get credit, and that was a good call by the ref. Adam Peters is going to decision Cody Epperson, which was basically the same thing that happened last time. Ethan Hames will get the forfeit as Al Navarro had moved up at 112. So Bradley ends up being region champions, punched their ticket to Clarkville. But now Cleveland sets up to have to wrestle second place. Udawa Saudi wrestled for first and second in Region 4. Udawa wins, so Cleveland and Saudi are hooking up. We're going to show you that right after this. Going to go to commercial. Got some basketball first, though. Rivalry coming up.
Welcome to Check into Cash. Check into Cash truly is about helping people. As a parent, you should never feel awkward about needing some extra money because something's going to happen. If you got those teenagers, now you're going to have to get a car. Well, there's car insurance, and that's not cheap. My favorite customer reminds me of my grandmother, and every time she comes into the center, I have to walk around the counter and give her a hug. That's what Check into Cash is for, just for that crunch time in between paydays. My name's Victoria White, and I've worked for Check into Cash for 12 years.
My favorite part of working with Check into Cash is knowing that every day I'm going to help somebody in some way. I'm very involved in my son's school, in the community. I try to do as much as I can with his class. Come into Check into Cash and I will be glad to help you. My name is LaToya Dennison and I've been with Check into Cash for 6 wonderful years.
Helping you, it's all we do.
Check into Cash.
Get up to $200 by calling the number on your screen. Always use payday advances responsibly.
Welcome back to SportsVision. We're going to go right into Walker Valley Cleveland basketball.
We have to. We don't have time if we don't.
I got it right here.
Here we go. Big rivalry.
Walker Valley, Cleveland. This is the girls' game first, and this is, of course, the introductions there. First blood, it's going to be Erin Riley, as she would rebound and get the points right there. Her own shot, following it, getting 2. Michelle Davis would get 2 off the break, and we want to thank Tommy Scotton for this footage. Again. Davis from the baseline. Good shot right there, and the points tough to come by, 6-0 with 3:14 to go in the first, as you can see right there. All right, this is Isom. Steal off the inbounds, makes it 10-9. 0 Lady Raiders. Score is 12-0 Cleveland when Anna Thomas gets the first basket
For Walker Valley.
Yeah. Casey Burnett makes it 14-2, as you'll see right there. First quarter would end Cleveland up big, 15-2.
Game's over.
Right?
Wrong, Bill Waterbury. Wrong, Bill Waterbury.
All right. Second quarter, first blood. It's Lacey Allen with a 3. It's 15-5. And Isom would answer with a 2 of her own. Inside, looking good right there. And then, of course, Riley Biggs adds 2 for the Lady Raiders. Not to be outdone, Brooke Hamby would penetrate. And she would get 2 of her own inside. Cleveland still big, 20-9.
Big shoots, it's a big shot.
As you'll see by the scoreboard. Allen gets a 3. He makes it 20-12. Biggs for the Lady Raiders.
Well, they can, sometimes they're the Ravers.
Makes it 23-13. Biggs makes it 25-12. Oh my goodness, a 13-point lead at this point. Davis, a smooth J for the Lady Raiders. Cleveland right here. Allen with another 3 for Walker Valley, way outside somewhere in Bolivia, I'm going to say there. North, South Bolivia, doesn't really matter. Paula White for a 3 for Walker Valley. Warming up, score 27-24 now as we go to the half. So a comeback here by
the Lady Steins.
Lady Steins. Hamby, first blood, third quarter. It's a 1-point game. Can you believe it? After all of that, it's a 1-point game. Isom would hit a 3 or go back. She hit right there, jumper right there. And then Davis for Cleveland gets the lead back to 5. We'll have a little strategy session, as they say, for both teams. Timeout. And you'll see right there.
Your favorite and mine, David Tucker.
Guy right there. Yeah, we love him. Cleveland up 31-28 at this particular point. Hamby would feed Whitehead for 2. It's a 1-point game. Davis, turnaround, back to 3. A 3 from Morgan Isom, Rachel's favorite sister.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-point game.
Your only sister, but still a favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Whitehead hits for Walker Valley. The lead is 4. Cleveland up 38-34 after 3. All right, this is fourth quarter. It's first blood. It's Davis. It's Cleveland with the lead by 6. Friendly bounce here for Heather Finnell. Again, Lady Raiders, 8-point lead. It's a 6-point game when Lacey Allen gets a loose ball.
Watch her stop and pop here outside.
She knocks down a nice 3, cutting the lead to 3. 42-39. All right, 5:41 left. Score is 43-39 when Hamby hits a 3 here. Oh, my goodness. It's once again a 1-point game. Cleveland up 43-42, but Walker Valley gets their first lead of the game on this particular sequence of ball action. Look at this inside. Oh, my goodness. Alice Moreland then would get the bucket, making it 44.
Davis on the other end.
43 Walker Valley. A Davis jumper, puts Cleveland up 45-44. And White puts Walker Valley up 46-45. 46-45, 1:14 to play. Walker Valley with the lead. Walker Valley calls a timeout with 51 seconds to go. And now we're down to 21 seconds left when Cleveland, Hamby would get fouled, and she would miss the 1-and-1. And watch her take her time. However,
rings out.
Cleveland misses at the other end.
Okay, here they got a chance to go ahead and miss.
Right there. And Allen would wind up with the ball. And she would get fouled.
4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds left in the ball game. Allen makes the first. It's 47-45 now. She would miss the second. Cleveland hurries down. And Davis. Half court shot. No good. Walker Valley upsets the Lady Raiders in a very, very good ball game. Come back to win that game.
Think the boys can match that one?
I don't know. I was going to ask you that question.
Well, here we go.
All right, let's find out. Here's David Ware opening scoring with a 3 for Walker Valley. And then a nice move to the hoop would be Monty Scotton inside for 2. Jake Trotter now on the drive for Walker Valley. The Steins in the lead. Looking good right there. And then King would score for Cleveland. And King, once again, underneath. As you can see, 2 more underneath for Walker Valley. It's Ware is he? He's underneath.
There he is.
Right there. All right, Sanders would hit big for the Blue Raiders right here. Good shot. Acrobatics from Bryce Sharp. Look at this.
On his seat and still makes
On
it.
his seat makes it. Yes, right. Sanders for 3 right here, outside. That's North Bolivia, I know for sure. And more moves here from Sharp, as in Bryce. Good shot again. He just wants to go to the ground, it seems like. Sweet move from Terrell Parks. Good shot for the Blue Raiders. And then Sanders would get 3 more. Ish, swish.
Ish the swish.
Ware for 3 right here. Ware from 3, I just said, Joe. And then Trotter for the Mustangs. 2 points. Ware would make get the steal, and then the breakaway, and then the shot, and then the 2, and then Walker Valley would be up 22-17 after 1, as you can see. All right, second quarter, first blood. It's Sanders now for the Blue Raiders. Good shot. Big play here, Sanders.
Watch Sanders go down.
Now, he hurts his ankle.
Yeah, coming back up here.
He'll be out for the rest of the game, Mike.
Well, not the whole game.
Well,
he get out for a while.
most of the game.
Yeah, they'd miss him, I tell you. 'Cause
They
he's
would definitely miss him
big-time
there as he
scorer.
hurts his ankle. Not a good thing, but again, as Mike said, he does come back. Walker Valley, McCleary for 2. Nice steal here in basket by Bryce Sharp. Check it out.
It was steal all the way. Nice.
Nice move there inside. All right, Trotter for 2 for Walker Valley. And then Macon for the Blue Raiders with a jumper, making it. McCleary for Walker Valley, making it.
We got it now. Macon just made it. There's McCleary.
All right, here's McCleary coming in, making it. I'm going to tell you in advance. And then Sanders, bad ankle and all.
He comes back in.
Comes back.
Well, watch him. He's having a problem walking, you can tell.
He's making it. All right, Hawkins here for Walker Valley answers. Good job, Sanders. Still hurting, but
Watch
scoring.
him fall away and land it.
See? He's still hurting, but he's still scoring. King for Cleveland. He's king of the court here, as King takes it up and in for 2. Ware would hit a 3 for Walker Valley. And at the buzzer here, Walker Valley would be up 36-34. This is halftime. And you see by the scoreboard, time's out, 36-34. Time runs out. Third quarter, first blood. It's Cleveland trying to tie it up. Parks, basket, bucket, good. Trotter gives the lead back to Walker Valley. And a good spin move here, Cody Burrell. Inside for 2. Trotter would get the bucket. And not only that, Mike, guess what else?
He gets fouled.
He gets fouled too, yeah. Where? Out front. Where is he? He's out front. And he gets 2. All right, 45-36, Cleveland up at this particular point. Easy 2 for Cleveland. King, first you see a little strategy session there. Got some cheerleaders being thrown up in the air. That's always nice to see, right?
Yep, there you go, Cleveland.
Here we go. And this is easy 2, King. And then nice move here for King. Sharp would answer.
King with the second
King
time.
and
There's
Sharp would answer with a nice shot of his own.
Acrobatics.
There you go. And then Burrell for 3. Good shot right there, Burrell.
Walker Valley stretching it out right here. There's Burrell again.
Nice shot. Just making the statistics go up for him. Trotter down the lane, inside. Looks good. Score after 3 is Walker Valley 58 to Cleveland 48. Cleveland first blood in the fourth. It's Parks with a good shot, Terrell Parks. And then King would score as well. And then Parks says, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get fouled when I do it. And he does. He gets fouled right there. 58-52 would be the score at this point. King would make it 58-55. 7 straight for Cleveland. Hawkins now would stop the run of Cleveland with a shot for Walker Valley. King would be right back with a good shot for the Raiders, and then Sharp with a drive inside. Looking good. Sanders back in after a long absence.
He was out most of the third.
66-60 with 3 to go. So a good ball game here. Hawkins makes it 68-60. And then a big bucket here. Trotter
Off the rebound.
off the rebound makes it, what do we have? Well, Trotter here. The Sharp would fight, get the rebound, gets 2.
Right.
King would hit down in the lane. And so it's 73-66, Walker Valley, 23 seconds left. Walker Valley students
Showing the car keys.
The car keys like it's time to leave.
Time to
Walker
leave.
Valley
We
wins
win.
the ball game 77-70.
And I believe probably the only sweep of Walker Valley over Cleveland. So they've swept, they didn't sweep Bradley boys, but the girls now, last night, the Barrettes beat Walker Valley. There, we'll show you all that action.
Got that.
We got to go straight to commercial. Cleveland Blue Raiders made the state duels. We're going to show you.
We got it.
Dear Lisa, all my love, Johnny. Dear Belinda, all my love, Johnny.
Buying 2 dozen roses is expensive.
What's your name?
Janine.
Buying 3? You ain't eating thick burgers for a week.
Dear Janine.
Double cheeseburgers, 2 for $3 at Hardee's.
Welcome back to Sports Vision. We move on now. We've got
We move on.
Saudi.
And Cleveland has 14-year dry spell, making it to the state duels. They got a new format where the 2 second places in Region 3 and Region 4 go. Well, we showed you that Bradley and Cleveland went at it. Bradley come out on top. Udawa and Saudi went out on the other region. Saudi and Cleveland was a match that came down to the last match last time. Just as tight this time. The Blue Raiders punched their ticket to Clarksville, and they're excited. Let's take a look at what happened. Right now we have got the first match. This is Adam Peters at 285. They drew at heavyweight. He decisions Eddie Richmond 8-4. So Cleveland starts out good, but Dustin Gardner would win at 103 for Saudi. So at 112 we met Brian Alvarado, right? This is Alvarado here moving up the normal 103, but they knew they could get a win here even with the 103, as Alvarado is going to get a tech fall of Peyton Pelfrey. And then we go to 119, Marvin Lopez. This is Justin Hammond's pretty good wrestler. Hammond, I think, was actually ranked in the top 5 in the state, and Lopez, the freshman sensation, gets the win right there. And now Jake Gamble is going to get Ben Spires, but if you move to this one here, Taylor Witt gets Sewell. Now we're all the way down to 135. This is Bunch was showing you. He almost gets pinned, and this was the match of the thing where he turns around and ends up pinning Alex Ford. And then we got Mikey. No, here's Bunch pinning Alex Ford right here. So that was a big turnaround. Actually decided the match for in favor of the Raiders. This is Jones and Mikey Ford. Jones wrestling really good right here towards the end of the match, and no points scored. It was a 1-point match most of the time. And we're winding down, and you're going to see Fuller end up getting the 2. And Jones right there somehow has his knee locked up there, and that's the end of the match. Well, he would end up with a knee problem and a minor surgery, I guess, and looking like he still may be back and able to wrestle. They're going to see. But he did get injured, and so that's a blow for Cleveland if he can't go. And then Cleveland loses at 145, but at 152, Travis Leonard's going to come up and defeat Tristan McCroskey right here for Cleveland, as this thing's going back and forth. McCroskey getting beat right there, and then move to 160. Harold Gage is going to get a forfeit. They're not going to wrestle him. Turns out that the Saudi 171 was not there for weight, so they moved their 160 up to go after Sharp instead of wrestling Gage. And Sharp is going to pin the guy, so that's a big win. And now Chip Norwood gets beat, but then all that has to happen at the heavyweight there with Max Ofori is Cleveland just has to get a decision or less. At that point, they were up 4. Max Ofori gets beat by a 1-0 decision, but guess what? That was enough. 1-point match, 31-30. The Cleveland Blue Raiders go to Clarksville for the first time in 14 years, as Bradley has claimed the region championship 15 straight years now. So congratulations. We will have those things. What's going on with Cleveland and Bradley state tournament. When Bradley and Walker Valley played last night, we'll have both the boys and girls for you then. We're going to check out of here. We're running out of time.
Have yourself a good week.
See you next week on SportsVision.